So the reason why I think horses saying no is a good thing is because we can actually teach them to say no quietly and at a low level. Now, you've already started doing this by being aware of your horse's emotional threshold, how much they're feeling of stuff. You're starting to already understand when they're going, oh, I'm not sure. And by reacting at that stage, you're not then pushing your horse to the point where they have to, you know, have a big reaction to say, I can't do this is too much. You're catching it at that early stage when they're like just hesitating, like the anxiety or the confusion or the frustration or whatever emotion is that's causing it. When they're starting to show that, by paying attention to the threshold, you're catching it at that early stage. And this means that, well, first of all, your horse is being listened to, which is, I mean, just wonderful. So important and so empowering, but also it really helps to keep you both safe. So I think that the more we allow our horses to express themselves and we listen at that low level, the more we end up with a safer, calmer horse, because they don't have to have these big reactions in order to get heard. So I think that when you start to switch it and think, okay, this is communication, it's not my horse being stubborn or hating this or any of the other emotions that come up when we start to think of our horses doing the behaviours that often cause us a lot of anxiety or frustration when they refuse to do something that we ask them to do, but to think of it as them giving us some very useful information that's going to help them or help us or help both of us stay you know, safe and sound and happy and really working together. So no is really, really valuable. One example of teaching horses to say no quietly as a real safety benefit is one that I've worked with India. So I'm sure by now that in some video or Q&A or something you'll have heard me talk about my interesting journey with India, who is my warm blood man, has had an awful lot of hormonal and metabolic issues over the years, and combined with being a warm blood. So when she was younger we had some big reactions, and this, she didn't know how to say I can't at a low level and be listened to. So when she first started having these physical issues and emotional issues, I mean with the hormones it all kind of hit at once, and she had a personality change over a few months. But when this all started to hit, she didn't know how to say, like, I'm struggling, I can't. It was all kind of new to her, so she had these huge reactions. And one of the things that I did was, first of all, by paying attention to threshold and changing the situation or what I was doing as much as I could when I started to feel her tensions rise. That was the first thing that helped her to learn how to communicate with me without going up. And the other thing that I did was really rewarded her for saying no in small ways, excuse me, in small ways rather than in the big ways. So the big ways would be you know, a rear or a big squeal and a gallop and a buck or a huge spook, that if she, for example, was feeling anxious, if she stopped and I knew that she was anxious and she just stood still, I would reward her for that. Now, that wasn't what I wanted her to do. Obviously I wanted her just to walk calmly past or whatever it was, but if she was feeling anxious, this was much better. And by giving her these techniques or skills to be able to say no to me in a quiet way, it has meant that we've been able to safely and happily get to the place that we are now, which quite frankly years ago I did not think we would get to at all. And you know, that's been if I hadn't have done that with these big explosions, she would have been quite a dangerous horse. I'm not the most confident of riders, and she wouldn't have been able to tell me when she was anxious or sore in a safe way. But by really focusing on the value of this calm, connected no, we've now got a place where we've got total mutual trust in each other, because if she's concerned she can tell me at a low level, and if I'm concerned I can tell her at a low level, and we know that neither of us are going to push us over threshold. And that's enabled us to do things like gallop along the beach, ride cross country, do bridleless riding, jump her, all these things that I thought at one point would not be possible for us because of all of the different things have become possible because of the no. And it's great that I know she can tell me if she's feeling sore through her feet and her tummy, through her seasons, whichever's been causing it, or if she's been telling me she's anxious. And this just sums up exactly why no is so valuable and why we should really treasure it. And I think if you can switch the mindset to this one of communication, trust, safety and welfare, then it can really help you deal with when your horse says no to you in different situations. Thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed it. If you're looking for more information on how to train your horse prioritizing this kind of communication and connection, then please check out the Connection Training Club, which is our online membership site where you can learn exactly how to do this with your horse. We have loads of home study courses all on how to use positive reinforcement, on how to get started with a focus on the emotions and the connection, handling and healthcare. We've got loading, traveling, gymnastic groundwork, jumping, riding, loads of different bits. We've got a full despooking course. So obviously a lot of the things I've just been talking about with India was a lot of anxiety based, and in this course it covers a lot of the despooking theory and understanding anxiety and fear in your horse. And then we've got loads of exercises as well, starting off with really simple exercises and building up gradually as your horse progresses. We've also got over in the training techniques course. Now the training techniques course is kind of all about principles and techniques that you can use in lots of different situations, and there we've got videos on giving horses choice in training, and which this video is part of. And this is all about how to give horses choice, increasing the amount of choice, why giving choice improves your connection and relationship, but it also looks at the other side as well. When we need to limit choice, how do we insist on behaviours from our horse when we can't give them choice? How do we teach them to be calm in challenging or difficult situations where they don't have full control and full choice, which might be things like a medical situation or a handling situation where you have to insist, and how do you do that in the most positive way possible, looking at that balance between positive and negative reinforcement, but always prioritizing our horse's emotions and connections. And this is all part of the same topic. So loads and loads of videos going on there and lots of information, but you also get to join our super group of members from all around the world. It's a really diverse group of people, so from a lot of different equine disciplines and backgrounds, but all really supportive, friendly, open-minded and looking to build the connection with their horse. So you can join in the discussions on our forum. We offer coaching. You can join in study groups with Rachel and I, Q&As where you can speak to us directly. You can join in our challenges, get your video reviewed. All of this is part of your monthly membership, so you don't have to pay anything extra for it. It's all included, and you can come and actually try us out. It's a pay monthly membership, so you can join for as short or as long as you like. The first month is half price, so it's really easy to come and test it out and see if the CT Club is a place for you, and hopefully you'll love it because it would be great to have you along. If you want to find out more, head over to connectiontraining.com. You can find out more about myself, Rachel, our approach, and all about the CT Club and sign up there as well. Also, if you haven't yet, do head over to Amazon, search for Connection Training, and you'll find our best-selling book there that has a lot of information in all about our theory, philosophy, principles, and a lot of training techniques in there as well. So thanks for watching, and I'll see you soon.